Welcome back. Next up, NASCAR gets set to race the home of the US Grand Prix. The premier category of racing in North America is transforming this season, adding not only a dirt race, but 7 road races to the NASCAR Cup Series calendar.
I'm looking forward to the challenge. I would say that road course racing is my weakest link. It's something that I am not as good as I should be at it, and it is something that I have really invested in and working hard at becoming a better road course racer. And now with the current schedule, it's a necessity.
In the past, we only had 2 or 3, and I feel like the last 4 or 5 years we kind of seen where there was no more road course stringers. Almost all the Cup guys just got really good at it. But now, I mean, it's going to be even more crucial to be good because it's literally 25% of our schedule. So there's a lot of points to be gained or lost if you're not good on road course racing.
It's not 2 corners like oval track racing. We're going to go to Road America, and there's so many corners and so many different technical spots of that racetrack, and the same for all the other road courses that we go to. There's so many nuances to each little section of the racetrack that it is very challenging.
Elkhart Lakes Road America in Wisconsin has hosted multiple race series over 6 decades. While the Cup Series did race there once back in 1956, their visit to COTA, the circuit of the Americas in Texas at the end of May, will be a first as NASCAR invades the home of Formula One's US Grand Prix.
You watch a Formula One car go around there and you're like, man, they're pretty fast, but overall it's going to be a pretty slow track for us, except for maybe one straightaway. But you just have to figure it out and just drive the simulator as much as they can, and then figure it out in practice and see how it goes.
We don't have any data on COTA or anything of that nature, so we're going to try and lean on a GT program or something to develop some kind of sim file, so at least we can go run our simulator, get some experience that way. The other side of it is, can you get to some kind of road course school and get some laps around it and figure out what do we need to be capable of winning at this track. And I'm excited to go there. I think it's going to be a state-of-the-art racetrack compared to a lot of them that we go to, so that part's pretty exciting, but it's going to bring a whole nother set of challenges.
The biggest thing you want to do is familiarize yourself with where all the corners are. That's really the main thing, and we can adapt and adjust with the limited amount of practice that we have when we get there, with the things that we do in the simulator and the things that we can do on iRacing and the things that come with getting prepared. So that's really the main priority. I think that the driver will be further behind than the car when we get there as far as learning those new types of racetracks.
SHR's 2 younger drivers, Cole Custer and Chase Briscoe, have much more recent experience at some of the new Cup venues, as the Xfinity Series has run at Road America since 2010, and last year Briscoe won on the Indy Road Course.
I think the schedule really fits Chase's driving style and his experience. We haven't been there in a Cup car, no one's ran there, but he won there in an Xfinity car. So when you get into the road races and you kind of get into the slower corners, aerodynamics is not as influential, so the cars are actually more similar because it relies on mechanical grip, finesse, and the driving styles. So I think we can take a lot from what he did in the Xfinity side and build on those successes on the Cup side, but I really look forward to it.
I've had a little bit of success in the past, but that's in the Xfinity Series. The Cup guys are phenomenal race car drivers, so I'm excited to see where I stack up against the Cup guys on the road course. I think there's going to be a lot of learning left to be done, but I think road course racing puts a lot back in the driver's hands. It's a fun thing to do. You're really hustling the car around and jumping the curbs and everything else. It's just fun to be inside the car. So I'm excited to be a part of it and be going for the first time.
Only the Daytona road course has been run so far this season, so there are half a dozen more tests for the team, starting with COTA.
We always say, I don't know how stuff's going to work, it's not going to work or whatever, and we always find a way to make it work, right? So we'll figure it out. One thing that comes to mind for me there is, I think we're going to be using a lot of brakes up there. A lot of braking energy is going to be required, so that's going to be pretty taxing, probably one of the most taxing that we have seen in a Cup car at this point, so that'll be interesting.
I think the 2 biggest areas for road racing is braking and then just that forward drive. You've got to be able to get into the corner and get your car stopped and slowed down to make the corner, and then you've got to be able to accelerate and drive off the corner. Those are the 2 really key points of road course racing.